Qatar has enormous influence in this country. These people on our streets, burning our flag, pulling down our flag, putting up the Palestinian flag, trashing our monuments, surrounding the White House, attacking our cops. These people are being funded. These people are migrating to America. Joe Biden is acquiescing, if not promoting it, because, hey, look, fundamental transformation by any means is fundamental transformation. You know the old Marxist line, the ends justify the means. Well, that's what we see. The 700 Club, I love this channel. I love that ministry. Pat Robertson, bless his soul, was always extremely kind to me. I didn't know him well at all, but whenever I had a book come out, he wanted me to come on. He wanted to talk about it. Nonetheless, here's the 700 Club. Hamas leader says civilian deaths are necessary. The Wall Street Journal intercepted or received texts and emails that this man has been sending from the Gaza Strip, in which he is celebrating the death of civilians. The more the merrier. We have Netanyahu where we want him, and he's talking about how the United States is conducting itself as a result, and the people of the United States are rising up against Israel. And of course, it does play into the hands of the Biden administration. But take a look at this. It's very short from the 700 Club. Go.
Recent reports on Hamas leader Yahya Sinwar revealed his aim to win victory by
The man to his right is a multi-billionaire. He's one of the sort of Politburo leaders of Hamas. He lives in Qatar. He's protected by Qatar. And Qatar is this little fiefdom that was created out of nothing, has no history in the Middle East. But when they created these different regimes, they created a regime that happened to be on enormous amounts of oil. And so it's an extremely wealthy dot on the map. And 10% of the people who actually live in Qatar are quote-unquote Qataris. They're all Arabs. They give themselves different names as a result of different tribes, Bedouin tribes and so forth. But they have a lot of foreign workers there. And they have been sending enormous sums of money to Hamas. By the way, they've sent enormous sums of money into the United States and have bought allegiances, have bought special interests, have bought lobbyists, Republicans and Democrats. They have a huge American Air Force base there. Why it's there, I don't know. Why isn't it in Israel, for crying out loud? There are other issues too. For instance, the Medal of Honor memorial that they're building. Qatar gave $5 million for that. This is how it buys influence. And Qatar has spent over $4 billion setting up classes and courses, faculty in top universities throughout the United States. They also have international sporting events in Qatar. So in other words, it's an operation that runs a police state, that funds terrorists, Hamas in particular. Al Jazeera is a state-run media operation out of Qatar. Saudi Arabia has complained about them. Israel finally kicked them out. And now we know that individuals who work for Al Jazeera in Gaza, one top so-called journalist, was involved in keeping 3 of the hostages, the men. In other words, as they say, a terrorist militant at night and a journalist at day. Qatar has enormous influence in this country. Qatar is backing students for justice in Palestine, as are other organizations. And we're going to do a show on that very, very soon on all my platforms. I've already talked about what we know, but there are organizations like Heritage and others that have been doing even more AEI examination of what's taking place. And I want to get into that because it's affecting our country. These people on our streets, burning our flag, pulling down our flag, putting up the Palestinian flag, trashing our monuments, surrounding the White House, attacking our cops. These people are being funded. These people are migrating to America. Joe Biden is acquiescing, if not promoting it, because, hey, look, fundamental transformation by any means is fundamental transformation. You know the old Marxist line, the ends justify the means. Well, that's what we see.
For all this and much more, sign up for Levin TV.